You are eating chia seeds to heal your body, but you are actually hurting it. In 2014, a man was rushed to the emergency room, unable to swallow, with a blockage so dense in his throat it had to be surgically removed. The cause? 1 tablespoon of dry chia seeds and a glass of water. This story is a warning. If you prepare chia seeds the wrong way, this superfood becomes a digestive nightmare. Today, we're fixing the 5 critical mistakes you're probably making right now, so you can stop damaging your gut and finally get the benefits you paid for. Let's start with mistake number 5, which is the most common reason people see 0 results. Mistake number 5 is undersoaking. See this all the time. You toss a spoonful of seeds into some water, give it a quick stir for a couple of minutes, and then you drink it down. You think, hey, they look wet, they must be ready. But they're not. Chia seeds have a tough outer shell. If you eat that seed before it has fully expanded and developed that thick, gelatinous coating, your digestive enzymes simply can't break through. This means 2 things. First, you end up pooping out most of the nutrients. It's literally money flushed down the toilet. Second, undersoaked seeds contain high levels of phytic acid. This is an anti-nutrient that binds to essential minerals like iron and zinc right inside your stomach, preventing your body from absorbing them. So, how long is long enough? 20 minutes is the absolute bare minimum, but to fully neutralize that phytic acid, you really need to soak them for at least 2 to 3 hours. The ideal way, just do it overnight. But speaking of overnight soaking, that brings us directly to mistake number 4. This one is a major hygiene issue. Mistake number 4 is improper temperature control. The moment you add water to chia seeds, a biological clock starts ticking. You've just created a bioactive environment. If you leave your seeds soaking on the kitchen counter at room temperature for more than 2 hours, you're essentially cultivating a petri dish for bacteria to grow. You have to soak them in the refrigerator, and even then, there's a limit. I want you to follow the 5-day rule. After 5 days in the fridge, even if they look perfectly fine, the quality starts to degrade, and mold spores can begin to form. If your batch ever smells even slightly sour or off, throw it out immediately. No questions asked. You need to treat soaked chia seeds just like you treat milk. Keep it cold and make sure you eat it fresh. Now, let's move on to a mistake that physically messes with your body's hydration levels. Mistake number 3 is playing the ratio roulette. Most people just eyeball the water. They usually use way too many seeds and not nearly enough liquid, which results in a mixture that looks more like concrete than a pudding. If you eat a chia mixture that's way too thick, those seeds don't stop working just because they're in your mouth. They continue to absorb moisture once they get down into your stomach. They will literally pull hydration out of your stomach lining to finish their expansion process. This is what leads to severe bloating, dehydration, and even headaches. You need to respect the golden ratio. The scientific consensus is 1 part chia seeds to 6 parts liquid. That's about 3 tablespoons of seeds for every 1 cup of liquid. This ratio ensures the seeds are fully saturated before they ever enter your body. But even with the perfect ratio, you can still hurt yourself if you ignore mistake number 2. This is the fiber shock. Chia seeds are incredibly dense in fiber. Just 2 tablespoons contain about 10 grams of fiber. That's roughly 40% of your entire daily need. If your body isn't used to that level of fiber, and you suddenly eat a massive bowl of chia pudding, your gut is going to panic. It's like trying to force a huge traffic jam through a very narrow tunnel. The result is painful gas and cramping. The solution is to titrate your dose. Start small, just 1 teaspoon a day, and slowly work your way up over the course of about 2 weeks. And here's the golden rule. For every single tablespoon of chia you add to your diet, you need to add an extra glass of water to your day to help move all that fiber smoothly through your system. Finally, we arrive at the most dangerous mistake of all. Mistake number 1 is eating them dry. There's this trend of people just tossing dry chia seeds onto salads or throwing the dry powder straight into their protein shakes. Please stop doing this. When you eat them dry, they have 0 lubrication. As they travel down your throat, they scavenge for any moisture they can find. They stick to the moist lining of your esophagus and begin to expand rapidly, which is exactly what caused that horrifying blockage in the man I told you about at the beginning. But even if they manage to make it down to your stomach, dry seeds act like little pieces of sandpaper. They can irritate your intestinal lining and cause inflammation. The rule is simple. Always prehydrate your chia seeds. The only truly safe way to eat them is fully soaked, fully expanded, and fully gelled. So, let's do a quick recap. Soak your seeds for at least 2 hours, keep them stored in the fridge, use that 1:6 ratio, start with a very small dose and work your way up. And absolutely never, ever eat them dry. If you found this information helpful, you need to check out the next video I have for you. There is another popular health food probably sitting in your kitchen right now that can be toxic if you cook it wrong. Click the video on the screen to find out what it is. And I will see you over there.